Fans of The Last of Us video game have been eagerly anticipating a look into HBO Max's live-action adaptation, and recently, our screens were blessed with exactly that. And finally, we got our first Last of Us TV show trailer. The video came as part of a video HBO Max uploaded to their YouTube channel to hype upcoming content. In today's video, we'll be breaking all that down and more. First, the trailer was very much just a small teaser for what's to come. While all trailers are designed to give us a small taste of what's to come, we can't help but feel this one was especially teasing us. In total, it's about 20 seconds worth of footage, so it's not much to chew on. But that doesn't mean fans haven't completely eaten it up since it appeared online. Because it's so short, we didn't see much, but rest assured, they made sure to give us snippets of some cool shots. And most importantly, we got our first look at our main character, Joel, played by Pedro Pascal, and Ellie, who's portrayed by Bella Ramsey. We also get to hear a very brief conversation, with Pascal's character replying to someone about how they have no idea what loss is. He definitely seems to have mastered the roughness of the game's Joel. Of course, all of this is accompanied by tense music, as you'd expect from a show much like this one. We also see a bit of Nick Offerman's Bill, whose casting was definitely something that the internet was undecided on when it was first announced. After a couple of shots, one of which was an infected spore growth, we cut back to Game of Thrones with flying dragons. So yeah, when we said there's not much to go off of in this trailer, we weren't kidding. Still, it's been more than a year since the initial set of images made rounds on the internet, so anything new is welcome by fans at this point. Next up, what do fans of the series have to say about this new look? Gamers can be tough to please, but as we've seen from recent Hollywood projects, studios have been trying really hard to do exactly that. That doesn't always pan out, as with Netflix's Resident Evil adaptation, but has The Last of Us managed to deliver? Well, for the most part, yes. Fans do seem to be more excited about the show after this initial look. Notably, Pedro's role as Joel seems to be getting a lot of positive reception, even though he was met with a lot of skepticism when he was initially announced to play the character. Fans seem to be gushing over his voice, and yeah, we can't help but agree with them. He's managed to nail that down to a T. But many others were quick to point out how there's much more to the character than just the voice, and so the few shots we've gotten so far don't really indicate much. That said, Pascal has already proven himself to be an excellent actor with a huge range of roles, so we're not too worried. A character that people are still a bit hesitant on is Ellie. Much like with Pedro's casting, people weren't exactly sure if Ramsey was the right option. Like we said, it's tough to please gamers. We don't really get to see her do much of anything in this trailer, so it's too early to judge if she'll perform well in the role. So now, when can we expect to see a full trailer for the show? Yeah, a couple of shots are cool and all, but we're going to need something a bit more if HBO Max wants us to not go nuts like the zombies in the game. While so far, there hasn't been any concrete news on when we're going to get our first full trailer for the series, many are thinking it'll be on September 26th. For those who might not be aware, that's a nifty little holiday for the Last of Us community called The Last of Us Day. It's when the whole outbreak started in the game. Naughty Dog, the game developer behind the hit video game series, takes the day to celebrate not only the franchise, but also their fans and community. So, we can't really see a better day for the next trailer than that. But there's still a good month till then, and so it seems we're going to have to wait a tiny bit longer. Well, we've been waiting for more than a year. What's another month, right? And of course, when's the show supposed to come out? Considering we're not sure about when the next trailer might drop, we think it's fair to say a confirmed release date is still pretty far ahead. But that doesn't mean we can't make some informed guesses. HBO still lists it as coming soon, so take that as you will, but considering the filming for the show wrapped up back in June, they're definitely in post-production right now. For most shows, this usually lasts about 6 months, if things go well, so it's likely that we'll be looking at an early 2023 release for the series. This was also stated by HBO Max's chief content officer, Casey Bloys, who clarified that the series would likely begin airing in 2023. Either way, we hope that they'll take their time with it and give us a show that can really live up to the amazing video game franchise. Let's just say, video game films and movies don't have the best reputation, especially the ones made by Hollywood. And while recent releases like Sonic films have been doing relatively well, every now and again we get a series like Netflix's Resident Evil to remind us just why people hate seeing video games adapted to the big screen. But if there's one studio we trust with this property, it's HBO. And with that, let's head on over to our next segment, Other News. Next up, new footage of upcoming action-adventure RPG Black Myth: Wukong stuns gamers. With just how many game releases we get nowadays, it's tough to have one that truly manages to leave gamers in awe. But a recent Chinese video game seems to have accomplished exactly this. The action-adventure RPG Black Myth: Wukong recently released an 8-minute long gameplay video. While partnered up with Nvidia, the game showcased some truly amazing graphics with their ray tracing and DLSS technology. The game, which features a combat system quite similar to FromSoft's Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, has been hotly anticipated since its initial release. And let's just say, the hype train has already left the station ever since this gameplay footage appeared online. Not just the graphics, but the combat, environment, and enemy designs for the game look top-notch. And now, fans are basically counting the days to the game's release. If you're among the large group of gamers awaiting its release, you'll be happy to hear that you might not have to wait too long. The game is set to release sometime in 2023, but when exactly remains to be seen. Moving on, an unaired American Sailor Moon adaptation was discovered. It's common to see Hollywood make adaptations nowadays, even for niche properties, but YouTuber Ray Mona has uploaded an ancient relic from a time when this was not really the case. The YouTuber has posted 2 unaired pilot episodes of the US version of Sailor Moon on their channel. And of course, the internet's having a field day with this new footage ever since. Many people were quick to dismiss it, saying that it looks like a Walmart version of Sailor Moon, and others were commenting that it's no wonder the project hasn't seen the light of day. Ouch. But we can't deny that Sailor Moon fans have been, well, over the moon to see this adaptation. Fans have been describing it as a huge deal for lovers of lost media in general, and we can't help but agree with them. It's super rare to see footage like this ever get unearthed, let alone 2 entire pilot episodes. Lastly, Multiversus was July's best-selling game in the US. If you're tired of hearing about Warner Brothers' new action brawler in the news, well, bear with us for this one, as it's managed to make yet another headline. Multiversus has become the best-selling video game in the US in July. This is an incredibly impressive feat, especially when you consider that it's free to play. Its sales were calculated based on how much the Founders Pack sold, which starts at about $40 for the standard edition. Add to that the amount of cosmetics that people must have been spending their money on, and it doesn't take a math whiz to realize that WB's been printing money with this game. And we can't say we're surprised. Besides the cosmetics and the excitement of seeing all these characters together in a single game, it's just a super fun experience. We're expecting it to get a bunch of new updates and heroes in the future that'll definitely make its roster even more colorful than it is right now. That's a wrap for this video. Were you happy with the first look into the live-action Last of Us series? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.